A church does not just happen. It is God's handiwork accomplished through the hard work of men and women guided by the Holy Spirit. And it is through the efforts of dedicated men and women that St. Michael's Bryanston was founded 68 years ago and continues to grow today. In 1951, some members of St. Martin's in the Veld Rosebank had the idea for a church in the Bryanston Witkoppen area to respond to the needs of the growing community. St. Michael's therefore started in September 1953 as an extension of St. Martin's in the Veld. The church was dedicated in December 1953. Our Sunday school started in 1956 with a short matins service for children at 10 a.m. every Sunday. So our Sunday school, which was renamed Junior Church, is 65 years old this year. At one time, before the hall was built, children met in the rectory and classes were held in the lounge, dining room, and passageway. The first youth group was started in May 1962. St. Michael's also had a vibrant junior choir until recently. Most of the initial members of the junior choir were students of St. Peter's Prep. Our church has now grown into a truly diverse community of God's people. Here are some faithful members of our St. Michael's family sharing their fondest memories.
My name is Janice, and I have been at St. Michael's Church for nearly 6 decades. 1961 was when I was introduced to the church. My parents moved into Bryanston when I was 6.5 years old, and we started attending St. Michael's almost immediately. Hans van Dyck was our priest at the time, and he became a firm family friend, and we spent many happy hours together. But my very first memory of St. Michael's Church was when we walked in to the church the very first time. We arrived at the door of a small little building that was settled in felt with pine trees around it, and we parked our cars where the Bolton block is today. As you entered the church, the altar was where the organ pipes are today, and the cross on the altar was the one that is now currently in the ladies' chapel. My parents selected the pews on the left-hand side, the second pew from the front, and that became our space. And when the church turned round, my parents went to the pews on the left-hand side, second from the front, and that stayed to our place right up until my mom passed away in 2005. So a long, long history of Anglican stability and familiarity, I suppose. It has been a wonderful journey with St. Michael's Church, and I really cannot tell you which memory is my favorite, but first impressions do count.
My name is Julian Thistleton, and I've been at St. Michael's since 1978. I've been asked to talk about my fondest memories during my time at the church. It's not easy to give one because I have so many fond memories of my time at St. Michael's, but I have to say that my fondest memory is the 1st of March 1986. On that day, my younger daughter, Darrell, was married to Ken Brangley by Father Arnold Hurst.
My wife Sandra and I and our 3 children came to Johannesburg in 1980, and almost immediately we became parishioners at St. Michael's. A friend encouraged me to join the choir. I have enjoyed very much being a member of the close-knit choir community. I remember in particular the joy amongst parishioners in relation to pop concerts which we staged in the church hall with supper for everyone during the 1980s and 1990s. And in due course, I became involved with the church's property development activities, and for a term I was a member of the church council with responsibility for worship portfolio activities. Sandra was for many years a member of the secretarial staff of the church.
I just want to say I joined St. Michael's in 1992 and hobbled along and had a wonderful family in St. Michael's. We were made to feel wanted and loved, a sense of belonging. And there was Father Jimmy, and Father Jimmy asked me to join the council, which I did. And then later on, I remember 2003, when we celebrated St. Michael's Jubilee. It was a great occasion, the goodies, the marimba, the dance, the choir. It was beautiful. 2004, we were married with my husband Ronnie by Father Gerald Sharp. And that was great. The choir sang for us. The other one was when Father Van Moses was now presented to us by our bishop, the current bishop of Johannesburg, as our rector.
My name's Georgina Rietmeyer. I've been asked to tell you about my best memory of St. Michael's. St. Michael's helped me to restore my faith and to find God again. And this happened through my daughter. She was invited to go to a Sunday school, bring a friend, and came home absolutely glowing with excitement and said, "Mommy, I've got to go back to Sunday school. They blessed me in the church today." Well, 30 years later, started being a Sunday school teacher for the grade ones, and that has truly been a privilege and a joy in my life.
Hi, this is Jeanette and Victor Dingle. We joined St. Michael's in December 1994 when we moved to Johannesburg with our young baby, and we've enjoyed being there. Our two other children were baptized there. They've all been servers and in the junior choir and in the youth groups. And I was a church warden with Father Jimmy McConnell, Father Gerald Sharp, and also with Owen Franklin, and with Father Bill Domaris when he was the interregnum.
And I played piano and guitar for the Sunday school for many years, and very grateful for all that the Sunday school did for our children and taught our children, and for the dedication of all the teachers. We were also part of a Bible study group, started as a Renew group in 1995, I think, and we were part of that group until fairly recently, and that group was led by John Wainwright.
I'm Sam Hermanus. I joined St. Michael's in 1998. I have many highlights that I can recall over my period at St. Michael's. The one was when Bishop Duncan in 2005 took the Good Friday service. He interacted with us as the congregation, and I remember he is one of the people who made me realize and really think seriously about Jesus dying on the cross. The second highlight for me is when Father Godfrey did the study of the book of Revelations for a Lent course. He opened a complete new perspective for me.
I am Mary Bugwa, happy parishioner of St. Michael's since 2003. I am happy that I have memorable moments of coming back to church after the lockdown, and also a visit to Israel 2013 and the formation of the Sisters of Dorcas group since then. And happy Patriarchal Day and celebration festival for St. Michael's. Thank you.